The Golden Touch, Part 2. It had been an active morning for King Midas, and he was very hungry. The king ordered his servant to bring him breakfast, and he told them to summon Marigold, his daughter. Usually little Marigold was the happiest of children. Midas really loved his daughter, and he was eager to inform her about this amazing good fortune. Before long, he heard her voice, but the child was crying bitterly. This amazed King Midas, for she almost never shed her tear. Marigold opened the door. She held a handkerchief to her red eyes, and she cried as though her poor heart was breaking. "Why, dear child, what is wrong?" asked the king. "Why are you crying on this very fine morning?" Marigold did not answer, but she held out a bright yellow rose that she had picked in the garden. "It is a beautiful rose!" exclaimed her father. "It is a rose made of gold." "It is not beautiful," responded the girl. "It is ugly. All the roses in the garden have changed like this one and are no longer soft and fragrant. A rose should be soft, and a rose should smell sweet." She looked sadly at the rose in her hand, and then she tossed it away. "Do not cry, my dear girl," said the king. "You can get hundreds of roses for one made of gold. Now let us have breakfast." The servants had placed a plate of food on the table, and Midas picked up a roll. The astonished king stared at the roll. It had turned to gold. He picked up a roll after roll, but each one turned to gold. The king reached for an egg, but it instantly changed to gold in his hand. There was water in the glass, but when the king touched the glass, it had turned to gold, and the water was in the glass became gold when it touched the king's lip. Midas sat silently at the table, bewildered and stunned. "Ah, dear child," he finally said to his daughter, "I don't know what will become of your father." "What is the matter?" she asked, alarmed. Then she jumped out of her chair and hurried to comfort the king. When she reached his side, Midas threw his arm around the girl and bent down to kiss the child's head. But Marigold did not move. She did not speak. She had turned to gold. "What have I done?" King Midas cried out. "What have I done? Oh, my precious Marigold!" While Midas, filled with despair, stared at the ground, he suddenly became aware of the young man standing near the door. "Well, friend Midas," said the stranger, "I granted you the golden touch. Are you happy now? Are you satisfied now?" Midas shook his head. "I am very miserable," he said. "There are more important things in life than gold. I had the golden touch. It has cost me my children." "You are wiser than you were, King Midas," said the stranger. "Tell me, do you sincerely wish to rid yourself of the golden touch?" "With all my heart," King Midas said. "It is hateful to me." "Then hurry to the river that runs past your garden, throw yourself into the water, and it will wash away your wish. Bring back a pitcher of water from the river, sprinkle the water over your daughter, and you will have her back again." It goes without saying that Midas lost no time in doing exactly what he was told. He hurried to the river and plunged into the water. When he emerged, a cold, hard, and heavy weight seemed to be lifted from his heart. Midas filled a pitcher with water and rushed back to the place. He sprinkled the water on his daughter, and all at once she came back to life. She was not aware and did not know or remember that she had been chained to a little gold statue. Then King Midas went into the garden and sprinkled some water onto every rose bush there. The roses turned red, and each one smelled sweet. The following day, Midas returned to the river. He saw that the sand of the river sparkled like gold, and to this day, if you look at the sand near a river, you will see that it always glistens like gold.